Good morning, my friends. Well, this is week 41. I can't believe we've gotten this far in the year, and I'm still going strong. So I wanted to start this from behind the camera and just show you all the things that I'm doing. Some new things, I guess, just seasonal more than anything. But let's just start with our carbons over here, and the whole purpose of this, and you see my calendar there, is to divert 1,000 pounds of things, of food and papers, and both the nitrogen and the carbon that would go to either down the garbage disposal, in the trash can. Some of it might go out for recycling, like my cardboard, but and things like pine cones. If you're going to pick those up and add them to your compost, you can add that in the weight if you are following along and going with me on this journey. But it's been an interesting journey in that it's opened my eyes to a lot of different things. Like, for instance, when you soak when you have rice and you soak it in water, then I just took some a few minutes ago, and I was soaking a little bit of rice, and I guess I'll have to cook that now. But you take this water, and it has vitamin B, it has some NPK in it. It's really good for your plants. I have one penta. I'll tell you the story quick. It's in an oblong planter that I have by my front door, and I have tried growing it, and it's either it doesn't do well. So I now water it with my rice water, and if we're having any vegetables, they come in a can, low salt. This is corn. This is corn water, so you know it's got a little sugar in it. I add this and that water to my sprinkling can, and of course it has water in it already, so it's diluted, and that's what I use to water that particular oblong plant. It's one penta, and it has gotten huge. And since Sandra over at Nana's Worms and Garden gave me that tip, and also Priya over at Evergreen Garden gave me the rice tip, that plant has just taken off, and it has probably 6 or 7, 8 months, March maybe. Okay, 6, 7 months. It has been blooming non-stop. It's incredible. So just a little tip there, but mostly my stuff goes to my worms. If you don't have worms, it can go to your compost. So anyway, just a little review. The new thing is my Drake elm tree is starting to lose its leaves, and look at how tiny those little leaves are. Aren't they sweet? Pretty color. Some of them turn red, but mostly they just turn this kind of a golden brown color, and little twigs. It's a very twiggy, twiggy. It's a very twiggy tree. But now this is a half a pound of leaves, and I swept them up, so it's just starting. But it will, I think last year I got probably 40 or 50 pounds off of the tree that I fed my worms. And I got some of the most beautiful castings. But, your cardboard and paper. And I started shredding them together so that whenever I do put it in the compost or my worms, the paper kind of doesn't clump as much. Your toilet paper, paper towel rolls, any of those. I started adding wrapping paper rolls, and some of them are really, really, really very strong. So I found that if I put them outside, our humidity, just 2 or 3 days, and they're soft enough that they are almost as soft as my paper towel rolls. So things like that, papers like that. You can, if you're doing if you're doing worms, I like to fill it with food, and the worms go in and out. Coffee grounds, tea bags. I take mine out because my twining tea is there's a little cellulose in it, and I mean even if I didn't, the worms would eat whatever the cotton was in there, and I could just take the cellulose out. Uh, Things like cotton balls, popsicle sticks, or any kind of stick like that. Cork comes from a cork tree. If it comes from a cork tree, it's alive. It can break down. Any of your fruits and vegetables, anything like that, you can. I've saved one of these because I'm going to dehydrate some of my fruit. I've gotten so much of it, so I want to do a fruit powder. I'm just showing you fresh fruit in case yours goes bad. This is my last sweet potato that I grew. If you go back a few of my videos, you'll see the last sweet potato. You know, it's like a book. But anyway, since I pulled it up, you can see that it's already starting to send off a sprout. And I might just let that go to a few more inches, and then I'll peel that off and root it, and I can start a new sweet potato plant. Um, any of your cereals, any of your chips. We get these tortilla chips. They make great tostadas. If you're saving your pine cones, they can go back into your compost pile if you're making one. Uh, these are my avocado pits, and I'm making little treats for my worms. But here was the avocado pit, and I shredded them. I boiled them, got the skins off of it, and then put them back. Shredded it, and then this is frozen, so you're not going to be able to see it so much. But here's the shavings, is what I wanted to tell you. And if you go back in my playlist, you'll see where I made avocado tea. Oh my goodness, this is like so delicious. The recommended is to have, you know, like a couple cups of avocado tea, and how good it is for you. It's an antifungal, it's an antioxidant. You know, I want to live forever, so I'm going to do whatever is necessary. So I think that probably pretty much shows you all of my goodies for this week. So hang on. Okay, I'm back. Isn't that fun about the leaves? I take those and put them in my NutriBullet, and I grind them down into like I can't say it's a powder because there's still moisture in it, and so it makes um, a moist powder. Anyway, if you haven't tried avocado tea, please give it a shot. I added a little sweetener. We have, you know, like Equal or something like that because Rick's diabetic, and I don't really need sugar anyway. But I added just a packet of that and some lemon juice, and I didn't even pull out my teapot or anything like that. It was so good. I thought, okay, I had it in the refrigerator, and I had it cold. It was delicious. This morning I'm having it hot. So anyway, without further ado, Brian did come to visit us this week, and he brought 39 pounds. But we on our own did about 13 and something. It came out to 52 pounds, 6.1 ounces. Not too shabby, huh? So added to last week's goal, last week's total, which was 1530 and change. So far we have 1,583 pounds, 3.1 ounce. And we have 11 weeks left. So I don't think we're going to make it to 2,000, but you never know. Nick over at Nick's Garden, Nick the gardener, said 2,000. He was our high guy, and Sandra said at Nana's Worms and Gardens she was 1,800, and then we have ones underneath that. So anyway, that was all I wanted to do this week. I hope everybody has a great week. Remember, garden what you've got, and I hope you guys will get out and I mean, for most people in North America, the leaves are starting to fall. I mean, I'm in Central Florida and the leaves are falling. And I'm sure Texas, California, your leaves are falling, and further north. For the folks in Canada, you've probably already lost yours. But get out and save those leaves, and if you see them by your neighbors doing it, say, hey, I'll take those off your hands for you. You don't have to put them out for the trash pickup if there is such a thing. So anyway, that was it. I just wanted to make this short this week. I hope everybody has a great week. I plan to. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. And remember, see you soon.